2021, or should we say Season 2, Episode 1.
Oh, I like that. That makes us sound big time. Season 2, Episode 1. This sounds like we know what we're doing, but we don't.
What have you been doing all the past few weeks? I barely talked to you.
I know. I have been moving house.
Moving house, baby. So how did it go without College Hunks, who is our sponsor today, mind you?
We had a little bit of a nightmare. I can't remember if we talked in the last podcast. We didn't know if we were moving or not.
That's kind of where we left off.
Yeah, I think so. And then it must have been around lunchtime on the Thursday, they turned around and said, brilliant, yeah, get down, exchange the money, get the money sent over. And then it was like, great, you've exchanged, you're moving tomorrow morning.
Wow.
We had not packed one single thing.
What?
So we exchanged on the Thursday lunchtime and completed the Friday morning.
Oh my God. How did you do? Thank God you don't have a lot of stuff. I mean, thank God you're not a pack rat.
Well, you say that. I had so much stuff in that one bedroom flat, and I do not hoard. I get rid of everything.
Yeah, you do.
Every surface is immaculate. Everything's clean. Everything's tidy. You would think there was nothing in that flat. There was. Honestly, I ran out of boxes. I ran out of bubble wrap. My sister bought these giant sack bags down, and we were filling the sack bags and then just taping them up. But we were the skankiest movers ever, just trying to wrap anything and everything. We ran out of all the packing stuff.
Hey, I told you to use your clothes. Use your clothes.
Well, I did.
Yeah, good.
That's what I was about to say. I was wrapping stuff in dressing gowns. I was finding coats. Callum was like, I've got this fake fur jacket thing. Callum was like, what the hell is in that box? I was like, I've had to wrap stuff in me a fake fur coat. Literally everything. And when we undid it this end, he was like, what the heck is this?
Hey, it got there safely all in one piece. Don't worry about it.
It did indeed. It did. But it was an absolute nightmare. The removal company let me down 2 days before.
Yeah, that's where we left off. It's you had no moving company.
Well, I don't know if I may be repeating myself, but you know what? It's been 3 weeks, so people can listen to me rant again about it. It's absolutely acceptable. The removal company provisionally penciled us. But then obviously the people we were buying off said if we didn't move Friday, they were pulling out. So that's why we didn't pack anything. Because we were like, if they turn around and pull out, I'm going to have to unpack everything because we're not moving anywhere. So that's why it got so late and we hadn't packed a single thing. But the removal company on the Wednesday said, yep, phone us Wednesday morning, confirm. They then phoned me and said, really sorry, we can't move you.
Oh my God.
I said, what do you mean you can't move me? You've penciled me in. Yeah, sorry, someone's booked and paid, so we're now no longer available to move you. So what was the point in penciling me in? She was like, well, it doesn't matter because somebody's booked it. And we were like, no. But the idea of a pencil is you give that person first refusal.
Yep, first right of refusal.
She said, no, we don't work like that.
Well, you're getting 0 stars on Google.
Honestly, so then Callum phoned up and had a right old rant with her because he was so angry. But we actually found a nicer company anyway. So, they got stuck on the M25 in the morning, so they were a little bit late, but they did text and update me.
Which was good for you because you were probably still packing.
Oh my goodness, seriously, we were trying to still get stuff in bags and goodness knows what. But bless them, they didn't have anyone available, so they had to get 2 people in on a day off, and they hired a van from a rental company to move us because they didn't have any vans. And so my car was full, Callum's car was full. My mum came down and did one run, took it to her house, then came back down. We filled her car up again. It was
Lauren.
it was horrendous, absolutely horrendous. And the estate agent are phoning us going, are you out of the flat yet? And I was like, no, I can't get everything on the van. And they were like, but you don't own it anymore. You have to leave the property. And I was like, I know, but
Let's add some more stress to that, right?
Honestly. Oh, it was stressful, but we got the other end, and I think the removal men left this house at about 8:30 that Friday evening.
I know your mind would have been at ease if you just would have had College Hunks hauling junk and moving, I'm telling you.
I know.
Now listen, before we go any further, I know people are probably sick to death of us talking about College Hunks hauling junk and moving, so how about we let other people talk about how great they are, because we already know they're great. We tell you that they're great, but we're not the only ones. Have you seen their Google reviews, Lauren?
I know they are
amazing.
So amazing.
144 reviews to date, and their star rating is a 5.0.
Love it.
So how about we read a couple?
Yeah, I think we should. Let's share some of that love.
Jessica from Wilmington says, from the appointment confirmation call to the final signature, this company exceeded expectations. They were kind, knowledgeable, and very helpful. The guys had a large job before mine, so they called me almost an hour before my appointment to let me know they'd be coming towards the end of my 2-hour window, which was appreciated. They were professional, quick, and very reasonable with their prices. Hopefully, I'll never have a yard full of junk again, but if I did, I'd call them in a heartbeat. Way to go, Jessica! All right.
Love it, Jessica. Okay, well, Crystal said, firstly, in capital letters, fantastic customer service. She then continued to say, from the first call for information, they were kind, informative, and professional. Stephen met me for a free on-site estimate the very next day. He was very professional and offered a competitive rate. He scheduled my job and my 2 hunks, Nate and Jordan, who showed up after calling me with a 30-minute arrival notice. They were on time and ready to work. Friendly, courteous, and efficient. So much better than the other guys at Anna Truck. Can't wait to use these guys again for spring cleaning.
Oh, it's great. I love it. And you can read the other 142 awesome reviews from College Hunks Hauling, Junk, and Moving. Just Google them. Thank you to Jeff and everybody out there for being an awesome sponsor of the Lauren and Sheila Show. Call College Hunks today at 910-370-8971 or go to collegehunkshaulingJunk.com and put in your zip code.
Yep.
They moved my in-laws into the 2nd floor apartment, and they were so great in the freezing flippin' rain.
Oh, we had a lovely sunny day to move. Random. Random for the UK.
Yeah, it was raining, and it didn't start raining till they started moving the stuff. I'm like,
course.
oh, God. Those boys, they're precious, and they're so sweet, and they made sure, like, they didn't want to make a mess, and, like, everything went exactly where we asked them to put it. I mean, it was just, they were so good, and they did not complain. All that, they had a smile on their face, and it was cold, and it was wet.
Oh, bless them.
Yeah,
I
they're
love
great.
them so much.
I know. And I'm so excited to say it is time for another 1 Minute Wilmington. I know it's a little late because we're getting closer to the end of the month. I promise in May we'll do a 1 Minute Wilmington that's like mid-May.
Yeah.
But I have been waiting 2 years to go back for this very, very special exhibit. We are at the North Carolina Aquarium at Fort Fisher presenting the exhibit, Lorikeet Landing. Lauren, these are the bright-colored birds from Australia.
I'm glad you said that because I had no idea then.
Yeah, they're like reds and greens and blues and yellows. And you walk in, every other year, the aquarium does, like 1 year they do butterflies.
Yeah,
and
I
then the
remember
next
that
year
one.
They do the lorikeets, yeah. Lauren, I cannot wait to take you in May.
Is it still on in May?
Yes, it goes through the whole summer.
Okay.
And what they do is you can walk in and you get little cups of nectar. And so you can buy them for like a couple bucks. It's like really cheap. And you go in and the lorikeets will like land on your shoulders.
Whoa. I'm not sure I'm good with that.
Oh, no. Come on, Lauren.
They land on you. What if
Yes,
they poop
they
on
land
you?
on you. I have ponchos from Disney World.
Okay.
I will
sorted.
bring a dang poncho for you. But there's nothing like it. And they'll land on you and they'll drink the nectar out of your little cups. And they're the most beautiful birds. And they're tiny. They're tiny little birds. So, I mean, I'm telling you, they're not going to scare you.
Okay, I'm going to trust you.
We will poncho you up and we will do Lorikeet Landing. Absolutely stunning.
Perfect.
Yep. And if you want to see it before you go, we did 1 Minute Wilmington on it. So you get to see it for yourself. And we posted it on Facebook and it's there right now.
Perfect. I'm going to go and assess the situation before I commit to anything in May.
All right. Well, I feel like we need to de-stress a little bit. So how about for life hacks, we do some stress-free life hacks. How's that sound, huh?
Perfect. I could do with that. Now I'm moved and it's been a couple of weeks. I feel like it's good. I need to de-stress. Get me back down to earth because it's nearly time for holiday for me.
It is true. I know. You're just a few weeks away. So how about there's nothing worse than a stress headache, right?
Oh, the worst.
You get stressed, headaches just come. So I have a really great life hack that I'm pretty certain works, especially if you work in front of a computer, which a lot of people do.
Okay.
They have a thing called the 20-20-20 rule.
Right.
Looking at something 20 feet away for 20 seconds every 20 minutes, it's a method proven to stop eye strain, and thus it stops headaches. So if you've been staring at the screen for a while, like every 20 minutes or so, just look away at something 20 feet away for 20 seconds, and then your eyes just like unstress. It's pretty great.
Oh, interesting.
Or if you already have a headache, like a really bad headache, one of the other life hacks they say is to put your hands in ice water and then flex them several times. And it's supposed to relieve a headache. I haven't tried that one yet, but my next headache, I'm totally going to give that a go.
I think I need to try that. And do you know what? While we're talking about headaches, random thing that I saw on the internet, because you see some weird stuff, and now we're talking about headaches, I'm probably going to get it popping up on my social media because it's listening to me.
They listen to you.
Know how I feel about that. And I saw...
Big Brother!
If you've got a headache, there's this like clip that you can get now that goes in between your thumb and the next finger. And apparently you clip it on the pressure point there, or you can use a clothes peg, I guess. And you clip it, and apparently that's supposed to relieve the headache. You can actually buy the clip. I'd probably just use a clothes peg.
Yeah.
But, you
or
know.
just my fingers. How long do you hold it there?
I don't know. But I've seen
But
it
I know-
online. I'm sure I've seen it.
I mean, pressure points are a thing. I mean, they're a real thing. When I was in gymnastics and we would work out in the summer, we had, at our gym, we had no air condition. It was a gym.
Oh, my
and they
goodness.
had those big industrial like fans.
Yeah.
The huge ones, the massive ones. And so you're in New Orleans in the middle of like July. And we had like just like 2 weeks before we went to nationals where we would train in the mornings and the afternoons, like before national competition. It was so hot in there, I'd get those heat headaches.
Oh, yeah, horrible.
And our coaches, we always had Romanian and Russian and Polish coaches. We always had coaches with a good thick accent, you know?
Yep.
And I remember one of our Polish coaches, Jurek, he used to get rid of my headaches by, I would be on a wall and then my head would be on the wall too. And he would take his two fingers and he would press his two fingers on my forehead towards the wall. So he would push my head into the wall.
Yeah.
It worked so well. Like it was literally because I would be getting such a bad headache. I wanted to just vomit because it was just.
Oh, I
heat
hate
headache and
those
I couldn't cool
headaches.
down. So he would do the pressure point in the forehead, and also, you know, it's hitting the wall, and that would definitely get rid of the headaches in a huge way. And then we'd take ice and we would rub it on our inside of our wrists. That was the other thing. Ice on the inside of your wrist. That would definitely help with headaches. And that was the
Okay.
one thing that got me through a lot of stuff in gymnastics. Yeah.
Interesting. But hey, if it
Yeah.
works, I'll try anything when it comes to headaches. Normally I'm just like, Callum, rub my head. It hurts. I've got
Dude,
brain
yeah.
ache.
A massage on the scalp, I think, is a huge, huge thing that helps get rid of headaches, too.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Well, I've got another one that's supposed to help with stress.
What you got?
I don't know how good it is, but apparently when you run a bath, you should add 5 bags of green tea and soak in it. Apparently it will relax your mind, detox your body, and give your skin some much needed minerals.
I guess it's the same as Epsom salts. They tell you to do that, too.
Yeah, true, maybe.
We'll put green tea and some salt. We'll throw in some lavender, tea tree oil. Why not?
We'll just put it all in the bath. And if
And
you come
soak,
out in a
baby.
rash, we're not responsible.
All right, Lauren, one of your favorite things to do, tell me a random fact.
Okay, I just need to find one. No,
It's been a few weeks. You're not on it, huh?
I had it, but then I was so busy looking at my life hack about my bath that's got a picture of a frog like chilling out in the bath that I need to go back to my life hacks. My life hacks?
all right.
Not my life hacks, my random facts. Oh my gosh, it's only been a few weeks and I'm so baffled. I don't know what I'm doing
She's
anymore.
falling apart.
Okay, are you ready?
Okay, I'm ready. Give me a random fact.
Rhinos don't have any natural predators, but they kill each other more than any other mammal.
Wow.
About 50% of males and 30% of females die from combat injuries.
Man, so it's their ego that gets in the way.
Apparently so. They are pretty, big, and I can imagine they're violent when they go
Who's
for
going to
it,
want
right?
to fight a rhino? I mean, for real, that's right. They don't have any natural predators.
I probably wouldn't fight one. I'd probably just,
I mean, they would probably, can you imagine a lion trying to go after a rhino? And that lion is just, it's over. It's over for the lion.
Yeah.
They're like, bitch, please. And then just shake them off, put a horn up there, and it's over.
The horn up there. Oh, my goodness. So, I think we should do something a little bit different in season 2. I think we should do weird or wonderful.
All right.
So, basically, you get to choose whether you want me to tell you something totally weird or whether you would like me to tell you something totally wonderful.
Well, I have a feeling you know where my brain automatically goes at all times. So, yeah, give me something weird.
That's good, because that makes the podcast so much more interesting. And
I think so.
I'm going to be honest, I need to say I don't really know how I even came across this.
Okay.
So I don't even know where I searched to even find this. But apparently, there is a shampoo and conditioner that for just £15 on Amazon, you can buy to make your hair beautiful. Now, everyone seems to be raving about it. I'm finding stories online where people are like, oh, my hair, it's shiny, it's glossy, it's beautiful, it's thicker, it's fuller.
Hold on, that's not that horse shampoo, is it?
Yes!
Oh,
how do you even know about that?
Oh my God, that thing was like that. It was mane and tail, am I right?
Yes!
Yeah, I knew it. 70s into the 80s, hugely popular, especially when I was a tween into teens. Everybody was all about freaking mane and tail. Horse shampoo.
What?
I know.
Why would you use horse shampoo?
It's a thing.
I don't get it. That's weird.
Hey, I got 2 words for you. Show horses. Huh? I mean, wouldn't you love to have a mane as beautiful and luxurious as a horse?
I don't want to look like a horse. No. I don't. And I'll tell you what the best thing is, right? I'm looking at it on Amazon now, and it's like, oh, £15 for the shampoo and the conditioner. And then it says, the original horse-to-human crossover shampoo that helps to maintain and achieve fuller, stronger, longer, healthier-looking hair.
Centaurs unite! Shop today with free Amazon Prime.
Horse-to-human crossover shampoo.
It's for centaurs.
That's just weird. This is just the weirdest thing. What? It's weird. And it's
Why?
the fact that you think
that
this is
weird.
normal.
Because I grew up with it, like in the 80s. I think it was like purple and pink. I think that was like the Aussie colors, if I remember, like back in the 80s.
It's got like horses on the bottle. Like, what? And it says mane and tail and body. And you can even get a detangling spray. So, like, but it's just, I just literally can't get my head around it. You wouldn't use your dog shampoo.
Well, I eat his treats.
That's disgusting.
What?
It's
not.
No!
It's 4 ingredients. I bake his treats for him. 4 ingredients,
They're
Lauren.
dog treats.
Okay, Okay, number 1.
Da-da-da-da-da.
Would you eat whole wheat flour?
I don't, but probably yes.
Would you eat wheat freaking toast?
Yeah.
Okay. Unsweetened applesauce?
Yeah.
Chicken broth?
Yeah, but not chicken broth with applesauce. That's weird.
And peanut butter.
I'd have the peanut butter.
You can't even taste the applesauce, but that's the only 4 ingredients in them. Even my nephew Kai, he loves them. I'm telling you, those
no.
freaking dog treats are fantastic.
I know, but you make them for the dog. That's basically like, I look after my nephew and I feed him dog treats.
It's human food that dogs love and are safe to dogs to eat. Does that make you feel better?
I don't know if it does.
But they
to be
come in
honest,
little,
I feel
like,
a bit queasy.
quarter-sized little beep, beep, beep. Oh my God, they're so great and easy. I love it. And Kai's mother approves.
Well, there you go then. It's all acceptable. If the baby mama approves,
that's
feed
right.
the kid dog treats. It's all good. It's all good.
It's one of those treats that they don't discriminate. They're anti-discrimination treats. They're for everyone.
Just promise me something.
What's that?
You won't wash his hair in your dog shampoo, and you also won't feed him just standard dog treats off the shelf.
No.
You can't promise me that, can you?
Well, I'm not going to say he hasn't had a milk bone, but I'm saying he didn't get it from me. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, no.
Kids will eat anything.
I literally love this section. Weird and wonderful. This was the best concept we ever came up with. Sheila, this is just going to be just strange. Every single week, this is it. We're
Hey, I'm
never
good with
going
it.
for wonderful. We should just do tell me
Just
something
a
weird.
Tell me something weird.
Tell me
Well,
something weird, then tell me something good. Like, it's fine.
Yeah, exactly. And I do, now that you said that, have a wonderful, fabulous tell me something good story. But I don't know if you remember this because you're so young. But people my age and older will be like, oh my God, I remember that movie.
I'm not
So can
that
I
young.
tell you something good?
Tell me something good.
So do you remember the made-for-TV movie, The Boy in the Bubble, The Boy in the Plastic Bubble? It starred John Travolta.
No, and now I feel far too young.
Yes. Okay. Well, let me just say...
It's good, I'll take feeling young, it's fine.
Let me just say that ABC Network might want to do a sequel because this story actually has a very happy ending. So, researchers at St. Jude Children's Hospital in Memphis just announced a new treatment that could totally cure John Travolta's character. The disease he had in the movie is called Severe Combined Immunodeficiency, or SCID for short.
Okay.
So basically he was in a bubble because he was born without an immune system. So they literally kept him in a bubble.
Aw.
Right. So, and this is like a true story. So without treatment, the survival rate, it's only like a couple years. Like that's it. So hence why the kid was in a bubble.
Mm-hmm.
So the new treatment actually involves harvesting stem cells from the patient's bone marrow, then modifying their genes. And this part's going to blow your mind.
Okay.
Researchers use a deactivated version of HIV to do it.
Oh.
It's like, what? I know. They're actually using a disease to cure a disease. It's insane.
I love that though. Science is just
I know.
crazy.
It's amazing. So they have a similar treatment that made headlines about 5 years ago, but this one's like new and improved, like way better because it fixes all three types of cells needed for that healthy immune system. So the president of St. Jude's Hospital said it works so well that they're comfortable using the word cure.
Love that.
The only question is whether more treatments will be necessary later on. So now, I mean, it's really only time will tell. But for right now, they're curing kids. I mean, we're talking about like kids who get the treatment end up with a full immune system. It's just insane.
I love that.
I know. How great is that? Now you have to Google The Boy in the Plastic Bubble, John Travolta, and you need to watch this flippin' movie.
I think that's going to be my Saturday night sorted. I need to hunt this movie out.
It is such a classic. Everybody, at least around my age and older, everybody saw this movie. And this is a young John Travolta too. So you gotta see it.
Gosh,
Yeah.
I'm gonna love it. It's like Grease days. It's like John Travolta in Grease.
Oh no, younger.
Oh, but he was
That's
a
what I'm
beaut
trying
in
to
Grease,
tell you.
wasn't he?
Yes. So that, my friend, is something good.
Oh, I love it. And what a nice way to wrap up.
I know.
Our first episode back on such a positive note.
Exactly, and maybe next week I'm going to start revealing what I've been up to over the last few months.
I think we should tell people.
I think so too. It's a lot of fun.
So you can have the catch up at the start of episode 2.
Yeah. See, that, my friend, is what's called a cliffhanger and teaser.
Perfect. On that note then, thank you for listening to the first episode of season 2 of The Lauren and Sheila Show.
Bye. Thanks for tuning in to The Lauren and Sheila Show. Music was licensed by Ben Sound. Find our podcast on iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher, TuneIn, Apple Podcast, YouTube, and Google Play Music, and at laurenandsheilashow.com. Want to talk to us? Find us on Facebook at The Lauren and Sheila Show, on Twitter and Instagram at Lauren and Sheila. Leave all good comments on any of our social media platforms. All negative and hateful comments, you can send them right to hell. Want to become a new and improved amazing person? Sponsor our podcast. Email us at laurenandsheilashow@gmail.com. Thanks for tuning in as we ponder across the pond with The Lauren and Sheila Show.